Good afternoon, this is Jeff with Sewer Tech Northwest. Today we're at property address 2307 Southeast Pine Street here in Hillsboro. We're located at the front of the home just to the left of the front door. We have a 3-inch cast iron cleanout as our point of access. I'm going to insert the camera and check the overall condition and serviceability of the sanitary sewer line. We currently have water running. Here we go. Transitions here to 6-inch concrete pipe. We just went through a pretty lengthy section of standing water there. We're going to take a look at that on the way out when the pipe is all drained. Okay, we're still letting the line drain out here, but I did locate the camera head, and it looks like we passed through the main lateral connection already. And the line terminates at the main here at 81 feet. Okay, here at 78 feet, this is the end of a belly in the line. I just dropped into it a second ago and then went out and marked it. We're right immediately, once we drop into the water here, we're over an inch of standing water. We're at 5 feet 7 inches deep here. I have this spot marked with a white X a few feet before the manhole cover in front of the driveway. Okay, we're still in the roadway here. I'm putting small dots in between the X markings just to show the direction the pipe runs. It's bouncing between 5'6" and 5'7" inches deep here, essentially the same depth as the end of the belly. Starts here at 58 feet and extends to 78 feet. Okay, the belly starts here right where the driveway skirt meets the street. We're actually about a foot within the driveway skirt at this point here at 5 feet 8 inches deep. Due to the fact we have a 20-foot section here with an inch to an inch and a half of standing water, I do recommend a spot repair to correct this section, and there's only a couple more feet of concrete left. I would recommend taking the repair to the cast iron transition rather than just a spot repair and leave a couple feet of old concrete in the line. Now this right here at 52 feet would be the ideal spot to go from, just so you're not leaving old concrete in the ground. Obviously it's not totally necessary, but it would be a good idea. Okay, I put a white T marking here at the cast iron transition. This would be the best spot to go from, just so you're not leaving any old concrete in the ground. Concrete will wear out a bit faster than even the cast iron pipe will, and it's just an ideal opportunity to get it all fixed at once there. And again, we're still at 5 feet. We're like 5 feet 8 inches deep there. It's almost the exact same depth across the whole section. We do need to take a good close look at the cast iron here. There were a lot of lumps and bumps in the flow line when we were scoping out, which is likely due to scale buildup. Like this right here, my camera's running over the top of. That appears to be just scale buildup, which is something that can be hydrojetted generally and just removed. Basically, you get a big old thick layer of rust that will develop, especially in the flow line area. And for the most part right now, it's not looking as significant as I thought it was going to look when we were scoping out. Another example here of another kind of just nodule in the flow line. And that kind of stuff can catch toilet paper as it comes down the line. Any kind of sharp obstruction like that, it catches things a lot easier than you would think. A few right here as well. I do recommend a hydrojet to remove that scale from the flow line area to improve the flow. Biggest concern at this point is that belly in the line, but this stuff right here can certainly contribute to items hanging up in the pipe and blocking up the line. And the difference here is we're in 4-inch, and this is actually 4-inch pipe. The clean out's 3-inch, but this is a 4-inch line. You've got 2 inches less diameter here to work with than you do in the concrete section. So when stuff hangs up in this part of the line, it clogs up a lot easier due to that diameter difference. So this joint right here is showing signs of separation, although I'm not seeing obvious signs that it is opened up to the ground right now. Generally, if it's open to the ground, especially being this close to the cleanout, you'd certainly have roots coming into it. There's a bush literally planted right on top of this spot right here. As best I can tell, and we also don't have dirt flowing into the pipe. You'll also get that, a big bunch of dirt just stuck right around the joint.
How deep was that belly anyway?
Now I'm going to go ahead and reel the camera on out of the line. I'm not going to recommend a repair at this joint here, just because it's not showing signs that it's open to the ground. You could have a sealed off joint here, what appears to be. This is an old line, and it would likely be showing signs of being open to the ground at this point in its existence. So I recommend a spot repair to correct the belly from 58 feet to 78 feet. I recommend starting that repair at 52 feet at the cast iron transition, so you're getting all the old concrete out of the ground. And I would recommend a Hydrojet to descale the cast iron. There's about 10 different spots in the cast iron in the flow line where we've got some nodules sticking up that present the possibility of debris hanging up on them and possibly causing a blockage. So I'd recommend getting it jetted. Make sure a rescope is done, especially after the repair work. Make sure it looks good. A lot of these bellies happen at the time of installation, so you want to make sure it looks good before letting the repair guys go. Aside from that, the rest of the line is in fairly good condition. We've got a cast iron joint there with a little bit of separation, but the cast itself appears to be in good shape and functioning properly at this time.